people finally reuniting in person after a long year apart. Shortly before the pandemic, our next guest opened the very first Black-owned urgent care facility in Chicago's South Side, providing much-needed access to affordable health care. So not long after opening, coronavirus devastated their community, so they stepped up in a very big way, distributing masks, offering testing, and getting the word out on how to be safe. Now they're on a mission to vaccinate as many people as possible. They're what we like to call rad humans. So dialing in from Premier Urgent Care, please say hi to Dr. Mike, Dr. Ruben, and Dr. Aaron. Hello.
Hi. Hey, guys, how you doing?
Oh, man, first of all, gentlemen, you look sharp. Secondly, meet Carney.
Hi.
Hi,
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
So, Dr. Mike, I'll start with you. How and why did this all get started?
Well, thank you, Kelly. Premier Health Network was inspired by the memory of my mother. My mother, at age 55, died from uterine cancer about 3 months after her diagnosis. She was retired and was actually about to start her own business when she did not have medical care. And so as a result of that, she ended up dying because it was not detected early enough.
Wow.
So in her memory, I wanted to have something that could be affordable for people who don't have health care. And so as an ER doctor, I see patients that come in who are Black and brown or who don't have access to care. They spend all this money on our ER and they have to wait 3 or 4 hours. Well, I wanted to have something on the south side of Chicago that could give them the opportunity to get accessible care. And so I partnered with these two gentlemen, Dr. Rutland, who's a surgeon, and Dr. Richardson, who is an ER doc. We work at the same hospital at Methodist in Gary, Indiana, and we came up with Premier Health Network, which includes an urgent care, an occupational health center, as well as primary care and integrative medicine. And so we're there for the community, and we try to treat every patient as though they're a family member.
That's amazing. And just, Dr. Aaron, how about you?
So as you may know, in the Black community, there's a tendency for us to delay medical treatment even when we need it, and therefore present with much more advanced disease. So we are well aware that people are more receptive to the advice that they receive, and they're more likely to get screened when the provider looks like them.
Yeah.
That's something that we're big on. And when we first opened, people were thrilled to have us in the community to see Black doctors and nurse practitioners and physician assistants who look like them, who they could trust because of that deeper cultural understanding.
Absolutely. Representation.
Wouldn't that be great to see that spread all over the country, to see that?
The domino effect I hope happens. Every time we do a story like this, I'm like, I just hope the domino effect happens.
Yes.
And that's what you're doing is so important. But Dr. Ruben, I haven't talked to you yet, so I want to talk to you. Now you're focused on vaccinating kids as well, right?
Yes, kids actually they get the COVID virus, but they usually have mild symptoms. But they go home and then they infect their grandparents, parents, and others in the community.
Right.
And so what we want to say is the more kids that gets vaccinated, the better. And we get phone calls all the time here at home, our friends asking us about the vaccines. Even my wife was concerned about getting our kids vaccinated. I have a 13-year-old and a 15-year-old at home, as well as an older son that's 27. And with our younger kids, we were nervous about doing it, but we went on and did it because what we figure is safer to have the kids vaccinated than not to have the kids vaccinated.
Yeah.
That's kind of why we're doing the vaccination drive here at Premier. We're having a vaccination drive July 24th and 25th. We're trying to target that 12 to 18-year-old crowd.
Great.
And we're trying to do some incentives. It's kind of go along with your show. We're trying to get back out and get back to normal and get back around each other. So for that, to incentivize the young children to come out, we're going to have a DJ, make a party out of it, have a poetry contest, a rap contest, dancing, a raffle, some giveaways. Our biggest drive is to get our community out to be vaccinated so we can get back to normal. And so, like you said on your other segments, let's get back around each other and let's get the country back to where it needs to be.
Yes.
Absolutely, amen. And I mean, God, you're helping people, and also you know how to throw one hell of a party. That sounds fun.
Great job, guys. That's right.
I know.
stuff.
All right, y'all. Well, I have some good news. The iconic Illuminati's has been serving up deep dish pizza for 50 years, and they want to get you some help. And they want to help the kids, and they want to be a part of your event. So they're donating $25 gift cards for the first 200 people to show up to your event. That's a $5,000 value. And who doesn't like pizza?
All right.
Please.
I just had pizza last night with my friends. Everybody loves pizza.
best.
It's the best way to get either
yeah.
pizza or alcohol are the best way to get people places.
Yes, with cookies to follow.
Yeah, with cookies. Yeah.
Great job, you guys. That's
Cookies for the kids.
fantastic.
Yep, I'm still here, just waiting for you to subscribe. If you don't, I'll be trapped in this box forever.